Wow, isn't this exciting? This is very exciting, okay? February, start of February, new release already, and that's awesome. January has been quite an excellent month, though, I have to say, for new releases. All the good ones, for the most part, I've reacted to. The only album I've listened to 9. This is going to be the 10th. One of them was a live album, the Anna von Hauswolf. That shit was fucking, like... And Hikaru Utadu. Those are the 2 ones I definitely recommend. That shit's fire as well. But Black Country New Road. We're going to talk about Black Country New Road. First off, I did not read the statement that Black Country New Roads, came out with, but I did hear it from multiple other sources of people talking about it, of him leaving the band, you know, worrying about his mental health, and you know what? All the power to him. Relax, bro. Chill vibes. You know, you don't gotta worry. You don't gotta worry. Okay, you do what you do. And they're saying they're gonna still continue to make music, or they potentially have already organized other creative thoughts. So, okay. But this is pretty cool. I'm excited for this. I haven't listened to any of the singles. Okay, I waited for y'all. Okay, I sat on this shit, which is even better. Okay, because I didn't do that with the other project, right? There was singles. Good. It's a short project beforehand, so I didn't react to it. So whatever the fuck. Let's do this. Wait 1 second, I just want to go to the other album. The other song, the first song on the other project's intro too, I believe. No, instrumental. Okay, so an instrumental starts that. But this is, an instrumental doesn't start this. An instrumental does, but we're going to call it an intro. This is an intro, okay? Okay, it's pretty cool. A minute long. It's just building. It's just building. I think it's just trying to build me to the second track. So you know what? I think it succeeds. One thing I want to say before getting into the album is I'm excited for lyrical content, at least to try to figure out what's going on here, okay? There's very peculiar storytelling on that, on the last album, so let's see what we get here.
And though England is mine, I must leave it all behind. The war is over. Love they made there would really like.
I'll play the guitar.
What's that you said to me? Oh, I'm okay, I'll Space Marine.
There's a very playfulness vocally, not on the last time I think. Arcade Fire worship. No, not worship. I think he's doing the same thing. Okay, this sounds a lot like Arcade Fire. Ooh, that was fantastic. Love the guitar. More lower. Wow. I'm coming home. Love that. Style, alrighty. Like, this is already a much more fun start. Different environment than the first album too. It has a lot of post-rock elements, but it's short and sweet. Has all the wow, okay. Very poppy, like in the sense of how fun and light it can be in many of these moments. It's crazy. It really is crazy how quickly Black Country New Road has, you know, solidified themselves as such an important group. Right out the gate, There was no time to even worry, okay? They fucking pulled like a Weezer, you know? Except, you know, I don't think they're gonna pull a full Weezer, okay? Only the beginning. I really like this song. So lyrically, let's figure out what's going on here. So someone leaving something to do, like the war is over, you're leaving England, going to New York. Love they made in London. So there's like a remembering of London. Love specifically that they made there. Will it really last any time? Darling, will you take my metal hand? It's cold. How do you... But it's already without feeling, I'm assuming. Right? Okay, that's funny. In time you'll find these things take up space inside your mind. Space has already been connected with chaos, space, marine, so there's chaos related to space, and you're a soldier fighting that chaos in your head. That's what I'm thinking. Am I going too far? Let me just have my own analysis, okay? This is fun. Where you could be keeping honest thoughts to the seal, and it's already saying you're a chaos, space, marine, and suggesting that you can be in a place of quiet, right? There's nothing, no thoughts in head, which is obviously the desire. So I'm leaving this body and I'm never coming home again. Okay, I'm becoming a worm now and I'm looking for a place to live. Okay, so it does seem like in a playful way, it's just saying you're trying to escape from having any really participation in this like worldly or social organism that's going on. You're like, I'm just gonna be a fucking worm and leave whatever shit is going on. Already saying you're gonna leave your body too, like leaving so I don't know, some invisibility, I guess. Okay, this is odd. Okay, I'm not gonna say I know what the song's about. I think the character is very similar to the last album though. Playful observations, saying some things that could be a little bit dark, on more of a personal edge, but is done in such a like a whatever, like kind of like just life is insane, so why should I give a shit vibe. That's what I piece from it.
Concorde is organ, the new one I'm forming is grown so persistent on you by the morning I
Bright eyes, fine.
Breathless.
I love that.
This staircase, it leads only to some old pictures of you.
Piano very light in the back.
Through 1,000 miles long shoot. Hey, what's this people?
Wow. This is
I was breathless upon every night.
The drum hit is perfection.
But for less than a moment, which shares. Led by the dark to our place on the table. But I know that you'll be there. The Sandman inside.
Sandman inside.
And I'll run to you like a child.
I don't know what that Concorde is. Emotional build-up, like these crescendoed like post-rock moments on this song. They sell that emotional hit, I think. I would say one thing about this song is I do feel its chorus structure a little bit though. Like I do feel I wasn't lost in it as much. I think I prefer the first song a little bit more, but this one there's a more satisfying moment. That build-up is still more satisfying. Once again, how greatly produced this is. So many instruments, so many sounds put so well together. Actually noticing that they silence some sounds, right? for intention, for effect, you know what I mean? But a sound can, you know, I've been there beforehand at the start. I think that blending of everything is very nice to sink into. So I think a great job. Okay, I don't know who Concorde is, but there's certainly some like missing with this person, but there's also always issues. But you do, it seems, you seek something from this person. I came a light blue sleeper and I lay dead or twitching for most of the night. But I know that you'll be there. Okay, very interesting. I can't piece it every line together as a full, cohesively, but I do understand sort of the feeling behind this relationship, at least a little bit. Things aren't working out. There's pain that comes with your desire. It seems like there needs to be like some balance made. But at the end of the day, you are still like reaching out, and you know that like if something comes with this person, something perfect, the ideal thing that you want, you'll come to like a child, I guess. That's at least how I'm piecing this together.
Okay, well I just woke up and you already don't care.
Okay.
That I tried my best to hold you through the headset that you wear. There's no way to save your evening now through the little phone that could. And yes, I was tempted, and I christened me lonely. I pretended to falter.
Interesting microphones, Phil Elverum type vibe here now.
Okay, well I just woke up and you already don't care. So show me the light you require and slip into something beside.
Bread song. Okay, yeah, this is really good too. What am I supposed to say? Like, that this wasn't gonna be fucking good? No. It wasn't gonna happen. Okay? I could bet on that shit. Okay? Bread song, this is great. One thing I will say, I already am feeling that this is much more different than the last album. I feel like the last album consistently, you were understanding more a high energy feeling, a little bit like the lead singer is fucking with you enough. You're not really feeling that here. I feel like this is much more quieter, a lot more emotional. This song, first off, what's standing out for this song is vocals. The vocals that I'm being given here, multiple different emotional hits. In those strings at a certain moment, a little bit in here, really was feeling those. Okay, so let's see what the lyrics are all about, okay, so you're trying to connect with someone. Once again, there's a connection that you're trying to deal with, and things aren't working out. Okay, well, I just woke up and you already don't care. What I get from that is certainly that you don't actually know that that's full-on true, but you are going to believe it as deeply as you can. It feels that way. The anxiety of it feels that way. And you're trying to talk to someone through a phone, and there's no way to save your evening now. You fucked up, but there's nothing you can do at this point. You tried to salvage something, and it didn't work. Okay, so you're trying to do something. I don't know what you're trying to do, but so you say you're lonely, you were tempted, you burned scented candles, you hung pictures where the paintwork was perfect, and you say that, but you were still losing, so you're trying to do something to, I don't know, settle something internally. Okay, so show me the land you acquire. I'm seeing you're trying to make this person like prove something to you, like prove this value, and at the same time you're like pegging them down, right? Like suggesting that they're trying to hide things. You're trying to say like, why don't we expose? So you want this person to prove something to you, and at the same time you're trying to say that there is like they're also like covering up other things, like so there's an ego hiding something, I guess. And this I can maybe see with laying out your rules, like this person having rules as a part of their ego, I guess, or there's some sort of power dynamic with those rules, especially when you're suggesting that this person has rules but they're eating toast in your bed. I'm not going to go too deeply into this, like you just like got upset about toast right away, like I don't know if that's what went on. Okay, I never felt the crumbs until you said this place is not for any man nor particles of bread. So like, I guess suggesting like you, so like you were never annoyed by this scenario, and I guess until things weren't good. So now that things aren't good, you're making sure to say how annoyed you are by this specific thing. You played a good organ and the world gathered singing. So this person was getting attention to something. You didn't like that after something bad happened between the both of you. You felt like no one gave a fuck and you were kind of alone, and this person was still living their life, and it seemed like, everyone was just happy around them. Every phone died then, and no one had Wi-Fi inside your apartment, so we knelt at your altar. So there was some peaceful, quiet moment that occurred afterwards, and it's unsure. The future is unsure, but at least it doesn't feel as heightened as it was beforehand. And then it gives us it back again. Okay, so I spent a lot of time trying to analyze this shit. What the fuck? This is interesting though. Again, second song, relationship, in a way. Third song also seems like a relationship here, and it just there seems to be a lot of miscommunication, or a lot of like not being there for each other, and you want some sort of transparency, I'm assuming, but it's just not happening. And I guess through arguments, it's just not happening in a healthy way either, because once someone is taking something personal, I guess there's a little bit of an unwinding, and you can't get back to that place of taking a breath. Let's go to this next song.
You walk up on the raised edge, hands out for balance, slipping you almost admire that you find your feet. France with our genius daughters now.
There's a lot of new melodies though, I am enjoying those.
Teach me to play the piano.
Ooh!
She had Billie Eilish style, moving to Berlin for a little while, trying to find something to hold on to.
Love that bass there.
Filled with your friends, your childhood film photos. There's no later on, everyone will say it was cool. She had Billie Eilish style.
Okay, one good thing about this album I'll say right now is I don't know like what my favorite songs are. Really, they all have been so consistently just like I'm sitting in this like, you know how like when an album's so good, music's so good that it's you're paying attention to it as if you're watching something. That's how I feel about this. So this is really really great quality here. Good Will Hunting. Let's see lyrics. First off, instrumentation already fantastic. Love that build up at the end. Love some of the cool vocal hits with Isaac. Once again, a little bit more moodier on this in an eerie way, but then so wow. Okay, you walk up on the raised edge, hands out for balance. Slip and you almost grab mine, but you find your feet. Okay, so something bad almost happened basically to this person, okay? They almost lost their balance. No, okay. And at the end of the day, you say to yourself, I guess, this is like the side comment of like, fuck it, if I wish this happened. You just wish that just life was shit for this person, okay? I don't know what the extent is, okay, but So you're with genius daughters in France playing piano, okay, you call, I'll be there, what's more, I'm scared of the phone to ring it, please no. I'm just trying to find somebody to keep me in your mind. So I guess maybe at this point this sort of connection with this one person is like, they're kind of doing their own thing outside of you, but you're trying to make sure that they're thinking about you, because then it feels like you're together in a way. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're trying to keep that connection, the fear of losing it. Okay, but at the same time, you're, like, scared of, like, deepening it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's a, like, let's stay in the middle zone. I don't want to go further. Although I do, it scares me. Never texts me nothing, but she wants to tell me she's not that hard to find. And message me if you change your mind. You were suggesting that she is not providing enough proof that she actually cares, but she's saying like, okay, I do care, so just you have to prove that you care. That's what I'm not that hard to find. You are the one she is saying has to pursue here. If we're on a burning starship, the escape pod's filled with your friends, your childhood film photos, there's no room for me to go. Oh, I'd wait there. Float with the wreckage. Fashion a long sword. Traverse the Milky Way trying to get home to you. And you bring some peace to the stars. Burning starship. So you're in an experience together where you have to think on your feet. You are going to die. Potentially you're going to die. You have to escape. You're suggesting that this escape pod, so it's not actually a burning starship, it's just that your relationship, I guess. The relationship is a burning starship, and you have to leave that ball of fire because you're just going to fucking burn now. Okay, yeah, you're not going. That person's going that way, you're going that way, okay? The distance just gets longer. But yeah, but you're trying to hold on, you know? You were certainly trying to hold on. You're just gonna wait there, float with the wreckage, but travel the Milky Way trying to get home to you. Or sorry, traverse the Milky Way trying to get home to you. So the Milky Way is pretty fucking big. Milky Way is pretty fucking big, so how are you gonna get home? You know what I mean? That distance. It's just a journey that you're gonna be on till you die, basically. But you'll pretend like you don't know. And then it just goes on with the lyrics again. But I do think ending the song on "Darling, I'll keep fine" is certainly important. Because at the end of the day, you've unloaded these emotions of like, okay, shit really hit the fan. I'm mad at this person, okay? Like, I want, like, fuck. Okay, everything's going okay for them. I don't like that, okay? They're going to escape, and they're going to still have their friends and all these family photos and all these memories, and what am I going to have? Nothing. I'm in this boundless space, the Milky Way. I'm in the Milky Way. Where do I go? Where do I find what that was? But at the same time, you're saying I'll keep fine at the end. So I think it's just, it's insane. I think this is very impactful emotion on this. Consistent, or this is the most hard song, I guess. I don't know, the most energetic. Haldern. Okay, that's another classic. I don't even know what to say at this point. This album, track 6 here, this is like, it's an instant classic. Okay, this is like listening. We're listening to one of the good ones right away. Okay, I already feel its status. You know what I mean? Like listening to something, going, what they will say in 10 years about this fucking one. Okay, let's go to the lyrics. Okay, so ignore the hole I've dug again. So you're sad, you've kind of put yourself in this hole, but you're saying you're only going to be sad for today. You want to live in your self-pity. You feel, so this feels like a breakup album a little bit. I'm really feeling that. I never wanted you to see that much, so now you're feeling like now that this person's not there with you, you're going like, wow, I shared so much with this person, there was so much of a vulnerability between me and this person, and now I feel like what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like it's a little bit of a fear that's unnecessary, because, you know, at the end of the day, we're all human. We've probably, you know, we can feel that fucking embarrassment, which that other person's probably not thinking that way. You know what I mean? They're not thinking about all the embarrassing things you've done after that breakup. They're not thinking every single fucking day like that's really unhealthy behavior. You know what I mean? If that person's doing that. But I understand where anxiety comes from. Because at the end of the day, you just wish things were perfect. You just wish that it never had to go to those lengths, and that that vulnerability was the same. Or because as we go more in here, of the body, I never want to see that much of the bodies down there beneath me. You're the only one I've known. At least how I'm reading this is, so I'm feeling like because this person's moving on or being with other people, you're like, the body's down there beneath me too, is what you said too. Beneath you. You were still trying to suggest, you know, you were better. You know, like, how could you do this? Like, how could you be with anything that is less than me? Which, you know, I don't think you were believing that, but at least you were feeling like because of what you had was so special that whatever anything else is just is not having that same value. But again, that is certainly coming from your perspective, when you are certainly just missing that feeling still. Who broke the world so quietly and turned your perfect hands to me, and you ruptured every bone, we formed a ring around your home to stop your body leaving. Okay, so this person broke the world so quietly, changed your world, changed your understanding of life, but it creeped in. It didn't just go like that. It just, whatever that was, it happened very smoothly. Turning your perfect hands to me, and you ruptured every bone. At the same time, coming in, rupturing every bone. So that feeling still was quite intense. You formed a ring around your home to stop your body leaving, but you burnt the final question then, and you rose out through the ceiling. Okay, whatever happened here, whatever you're suggesting here is that there was like an intent to keep things together, okay? Which is, first off, again, not always perfect way to be in a relationship is when you're feeling like you're having to, like, make sure it's not going anywhere. Like, you're just, like, always hyper aware of, like, what the next thing is gonna happen, and, it's like, there's a lot of doubt. There's a lot of doubt of things not being perfect here. Okay. But this person leaves anyways. But you rose out through the ceiling. I turn my face and hide in shame. You take my tired body in, and you wrap it in your undershirt, and you pray for the pain to leave him. Okay, I'm a little confused only because it's like this person left, but then this person is also comforting you. This is tight. Everything here. Lots of things to think about. Lots of things to try to piece together with this this relationship. Okay, let's do this. Again, on that first album, they had that fucking Incredibles song. Do you remember that song? It sounded like the Incredibles theme song or That's a better instrumental than anything on the last album. I'm saying that for both instrumental and opus. I think that's more impactful emotionally. I think, wow. I think it was great to include that. Okay, so 4 albums came out today too. 4 albums. I was going to react to this and the Yule album. That's what happened with the votes. Fucking Mitski came out today too. Animal Collective. I wonder which one's going to be the best album. Right now, I feel like there's no way another album's going to be better than this one. There's no way. I haven't listened to the Yule one yet. There's no way.
Slow with your fine stuff. We're stronger, we tell all our school friends. Sign our cast in the playground, darling, the rest of my body, it's yours then. Oh, but every time I try to make lunch for anyone else in my head, I end up dreaming of you, and you come to me. You're
need a Kanye reference and everything.
Well, I'm tired too. Oh, but every time I try to make lunch for anyone else in my head, I end up dreaming of you, and you come to me. Show me the place where he inserted the blade.
I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care if Black Country New Road isn't being listened by fucking millions of people. I don't care. Okay? It has such a historical impact already. It has such historical music history. Black Country New Road solidified right away. There's too much substance to this that I'm fucking so pleased with. So much emotion already here that I'm engaging with. This is excellent. This is excellent. Okay, let's go here. What's the lyrics like? You're scared of a world where you're needed, so you never make nice with the locals, but you tied me up slow with your Vine stuff. Okay, so this person hides away. They're hiding away. Okay, yeah, there's some boasting that's coming with surviving something. You know, surviving something that was just shit. And they sign our cast on the playground. You're getting some recognition for what has happened to you. Again, this is being shown as a physical, but obviously I think this is something internal. Yeah, this is genius writing. Okay, how much emotion has been fed to me. It's been very nuanced. No track hasn't been nuanced here. Darling, the rest of my body is yours then, and I know you're scared, I am scared too, but every time I try to make lunch for anyone else in my head, I end up dreaming of you. Still, post not being with this person, and the first thing you're thinking of when you're not with this person, the first thing you're thinking of when you're not with this person is that they are yours. You're just going limb. It's just, I am yours. Second is, first off, you're suggesting that she's scared before you're scared, which I do think is already I don't want to admit. You're not wanting to admit that you're scared first, or at least you want to make sure that it's us together. Okay, I'm not in this alone. Next thing you go into, first off, you're saying every time the memory or the thought that you're trying to talk about is trying to make lunch for someone. It's a very specific thing that we could take for granted in a relationship, right? A very small gesture. Okay, all the small gestures really do show a lot. Okay, but you're saying for anyone else in my head, I end up dreaming of you. At the end of the day, you're not. I think too there is you're trying to do that in your mind, to not think of the other things. So it is that don't think about her, and when you say that, you are thinking of her. Okay, but then you say I end up dreaming of you, and you come to me. Good morning. Show me the place where he inserted the blade. Okay, so in a dream, so in these dreams, she is coming to you. There's an interaction, like a friendly interaction, because it's a dream, right? It's very irrational. Why aren't we, what's going on? We're seeing each other. We don't see each other, but we're having this courtesy to just be like, oh, hey, what's up? Good morning. He's asking is, where he inserted the blade, someone else hurt her? Or at least in your dreams, that's what you're worried about. You're worried about the concern that because you're not with her, the next person who's going to be with her is going to damage her. It's not going to be as good as a relationship as what you had. At least this is kind of, again, just like a line on one of the other songs about this person having their balance, but you really wanting them to fall. This is the hoping that, next relationship is not going to be as good. But at the end of the day, there's already this frustration or miscommunication that broke this connection. So there was some blade inserted at some point. in your relationship. So in your dreams, at least, you are suggesting that the damage done by someone else is going to be worse. It's going to be worse. And you were still saying, like, you're caring, subconscious. Your subconscious is still caring, but it's the fear of not, fear of her not needing you. Her not needing you to ask that. Where the blade was inserted. Okay, let's go. The tug that's between us, that long string. Okay, Concorde, bound to in my evening. Those two, so Concorde already being a suggestion of something that is meaningful to you. Bound to, obviously, being the Yay song. Okay, that's the one where he professes his love, okay? And the way that he so desires, being himself. The good hunter's guide to a bad night. Darling, I'll spoil it myself. Thanks, you're leaving. Okay, I like that line. I really do. Suggesting that, you may have felt like where you were in your life, you were carrying everything well on your shoulders. You were carrying everything well on your shoulders, but now you're going, okay, how am I going to maneuver something that I wasn't expecting? This is really not going well for me. But you do suggest, though, anyways, when this person has left, to go, like, don't worry, I'm gonna ruin it now. Like, you're gone, you're not the one making the problems for myself now, I'm continuing to make myself, suffer. Well, I just tried to stroke your dreams better, but darling, I see that you're not really sleeping. But I know you're tired, well, I'm tired too. Okay, again, so you're already saying something about being scared, right? Oh no, that wasn't another song. Oh, no, okay. At the start you were talking about being scared. Now you're doing the tired. But to me, I don't know what it is, but to me when I hear this, it just feels like you're talking about the dream version of this person, though. So you're saying this about this person, but it's really only what you're thinking is happening. Okay, show me the fifth of the cadence you want me to play. Show me where to tie the other end of this chain. Show me where to tie the other end of this chain. Show me where to tie the other end of this chain? I'm not sure what that means, but at least I like the way this is written too, or like when he goes off with the show me the fifth of the cadence you want me to play, because it's very in dream state lyrics. It's kind of going off. It's like you're having all these different thoughts. It's subconscious. I'm feeling that subconscious being here. Lyrically written. This is excellent. This is excellent once again. Very sad emotionally. When I'm listening to the song, first off, I have to say for all these songs, I'm not fully digesting the lyrics, but coming back to them here is worth it. Pretty cool I put this final up too. First off though, you can't hear the lyrics in this if you're listening to it, let's be fucking real. If you can, it's because you've read them before. Okay? That's why. But very poetic. This is very poetic. Very poetic, okay? If this wasn't a song and this was just written somewhere, you'd think it's a fucking poem. You would not think that about WAP. Okay, you'd go, those are song lyrics. Okay, so let's go to this song. This is the beginning of this.
We must let the clan do what the clan does best. I know you're coming home, Henry. Doesn't look anything like Jesus at all. But your friend, the one that you love, take some time to learn how to use these bodies right. But it is for this God has gave us both tonight.
Wow, that reminds me of Style of Food, you know? Bang.
The weather, Henry knows. Some roads don't shake on their own.
That's awesome. Absolutely fantastic. It's mind-blowing. Love that. That consistently throughout this. I mean, this is love the noise. This one's a lot noisier compared to the other tracks on here. I think provides a new emotion to this that I think works, especially having it kind of near the end of this. Snow globes? Okay. That's the name of this. Okay, let's see it. Let's see the lyrics. You must let the clamp do what the clamp does best. I know you're coming home, Henry. Just tell me when. So I don't know what the clamp is, but the clamp does something. Okay. It's a funny looking shrine on your bedroom wall. Oh, I'm sorry, Henry. He doesn't look anything like Jesus at all. Okay, so it seems like you're mocking your friend's religion in this moment, and you're like in a conversation, and then you recite the fucking killer song. Your friend, the one that you love, did you keep him on your side? Did you ever get to ask what on earth he meant by? Might take some time to learn how to use these bodies right, but it is for this that God has gave us both the night. Okay, so his friend that he loved said some shit about learning how to use their bodies, kind of like that was that, you know, that Nutriment Hotel line. But it is for this that God has gave us both the night. Okay, so he's saying something in like a fucking, as if he's like a preacher, but it's basically just like we could fuck tonight. We could do that tonight. That's the saying it simply. Okay. Henry hung to all of these. His battleship of memories. See, I'm reciting it like it's, I don't know, fuck. Okay, a small nation of souvenirs make Henry whole. Having the mementos of someone, so holding on to memories, and basically that's giving you that's satisfying you. Oh, God of weather, Henry knows. Snow globes don't shake on their own. Problems don't just come out of nowhere. If your mind is frazzled, if you are going all over the place, it didn't just come from nothing. And then, you know, it repeats that for a long time on this side, which I think is important, you know, for it to end out on those lines and to continue with them. It's kind of like a mantra, you know, like a mantra, like something that you repeat to yourself, so you know. But at the same time, this line feels like it deflects some of the problems that they're dealing with, though, by trying to say, because who's to blame? You're just trying to suggest that you're to blame, but that may not entirely be the case. We can't always control shit that happens in our lives. We really can't. As much as you say whatever you want in your head, sometimes it just doesn't work that way, right? But you are right in the sense that when does dwelling end on something? When do we find the right thoughts to solve something instead of going back and forth with something? No real solution, just worry. This is really good. We have one more song left, and yeah, this is better than For the First Time. Okay, I'm excited to just like talk about what I feel. But I gotta read the lyrics for this song now too. This was maybe the best song on here. These are greats, okay? These are greats already. Okay. So this is the song. Holy shit. Concorde flies in my room, tears the house to shreds, defines the night as such. A home for us. Stick insects and leaves no trace of luck. Okay, so again, Concorde, it was supposed to be related to being that person. That person's coming, shit's happening, leaves no trace of luck. At every market town that we intersect, I die like 15 times. A dark blue stem brings me to their breast, and I'm feeling kind of normal with a packed lunch. Okay, I don't know why you're dying like 50 times, but again, you're dying like 15 times. Because of a market town. Okay. I'm feeling kind of normal with a packed lunch. Train rides don't hurt much these days. Interesting. So there's some healing where like you're finding that you can do mundane tasks and it doesn't feel like just the worst fucking thing in the world. It's just like, oh my god, I just had a normal moment in life and I didn't overthink it. Okay. We're all working on ourselves, and we're praying that the rest don't mind how much we've changed. We're all working on ourselves, and we're praying that the rest don't mind how much we've changed. Okay, so yeah, very true. We're always kind of working on ourselves. You could almost say that life is just taking you to the next steps. And we're praying that the rest don't mind how much we've changed. Okay. So again, this could be different too. It depends on the person. Right? Depends on how well you know them. What are they thinking about you? What is their understanding of your life from when it was then to now? So if you see me looking strange with a fresh style, I'm still not feeling that great. And then it's in soft focus all around you. You can't see the football game. On my dad's sofa, we are still, and we never look at our phones anymore. Oh, I can't think of anything better. Pick a hair off my sweater and drown in me, like boyfriend jeans, okay? Oh, I haven't felt this way in like ever. I'm the convo. You are the weather. I'm the convo, you are the weather. So convo, you are what's the main topic, and they are like, just like something that changes every day that you kind of just keep up to date with every now and again. But you don't worry about the weather it's not what's hot. So you're saying I'm hot, you're just something that changes every day that we keep track of. Maybe, I actually don't think that's what it means. But that's how I read it right there. And the clamp is a cracked smile cheek. Okay, there was a clamp discussed on another song. So it's kind of crazy bringing, like, what's the clamp mean? I didn't know. Now we know at the end of this album, the clamp is a cracked smile cheek. So what is this cracked smile cheek? It's something that you're not wanting, though. It tortures you. Okay. I haven't felt this way in like ever. Okay. In my bed sheets now wet. If Charlie, I pray to forget. All I've been forms the drone. All I've been forms the drone. I don't know what that means. Okay. But at least I do know that the situation has upset you. We sing the rest. Your generous loan to me. So this person gave you something. Obviously, this you're saying it's generous is a very sarcastic because, yeah, your crippling interest. Your interest is deteriorating everything. It's okay. The interest is making things worse. You sticking your head into these issues. Okay, and it feels like intention. It's intention. At least that's what I'm thinking. Okay, and then those are the lyrics. Okay, so how does this relationship end with this album then? The last line is still your crippling interest. So loan, your generous loan to me. So that love or whatever this relationship is, this connection was something that you only had for a little bit of time. You were borrowing it. Fuck. That's an interesting way to end out all this back and forth with this person, this longing, right? And you've had to kind of face the facts now that it's just that's what it was. At least I guess this ended horribly enough that this is sort of like your way of thinking about it. That okay, wow, look what you did to me, like that was so great. Thank you for all those happy times because you cared so much. Your crippling interest, you cared so much. Again, already another song on this talking about I wake up, not hearing anything from you, or I feel like you don't care about me. Okay, yeah, wow, this is tight. This is a really, really, really tight album, lyrically, instrumentally, emotionally, and I love the vocals on here that Isaac is giving us. This is absolutely fantastic. This is mind-blowing. I feel like I kind of want to give this a 10, but it doesn't feel like a full 10 yet. So 9.5 to 10. 9.5 to 10 is what I'm thinking right now. This is absolutely brilliant. This is one of the best things that my ears have heard. This is filled with just potent feelings, potent emotion. I love the relationship lyricism here because it's complicated. There's nothing here that is like really feels like a straight out feeling because lots of things feel like they're contradictory. And from my experience with love, all it is contradictory. Basically, it's very fucking annoying, but it's also great at the same time, So again, one of those contradictions. Okay, I'm gonna listen to this album again. That's what I'm gonna do, and it's gonna be a good score. But I just want to feel this vibe, feel confident in how in my scoring of this. Yeah, all right. Now I gotta listen to Yule. That's what I'm gonna do right after this. Is listen to Yule. I don't think I'm gonna listen to fucking Mitski and Animal Collective tonight. Is that what you do? I'm gonna do an all-nighter and just listen to all that? I don't know. I'll listen to Yule though. That I'm gonna do. No 5-hour song. Okay. Let's talk about it. First off, I'm gonna say if you're just watching the review part, watch the video to get the analysis part because there's just too much to go through. This album is intense when it comes to being conceptual. This is a 10. Yeah, this is a 10. This is fucking perfect. Are you kidding me? There's nothing wrong with this at all. It's like listening to it even when it came out, I was like instant classic right away. I felt that. I still feel that. Yeah. Much different sound still. Much different sound from the first album, much different character. Lyrically, I feel way different. Lots of emotions being bared here, a lot that I think is definitely relatable. Wow. And it's written in such a fine way that it really does crack deeper too, in the sense that listening to it and not focusing, and you can't always feel it, I suppose. But there's so much here. There's so much more here. So I'm so glad. I'm so glad to have reacted to this. Wow. February 4th. Why does February 4th? Because this could be my album of the year. This is an album of the year contender for sure. I don't, like... Okay. If there's anything else you want to see me react to, well then you can put a comment down below, and I will look at that, and then maybe I'll react to it. Okay, peace.